Hey guys! Today I just wanted to talk about just a few things that are going on in the world that are also happening in my personal life. And one of them would be how, I'm gonna talk about my mother for a second because she is so strong. I love her so much. She motivates me so much for showing me how she deals with these certain problems that she's going through, and she inspires me so much. I'm trying to be there for her as much as I can and visit her in Florida because I live in New York. She lives in Florida as of now, and just how it is. And a little fun fact, if you guys didn't know, I was born in Florida, West Palm Beach, so yeah. But yeah, my stepfather, he got dementia, and I had to go down there last month, maybe 2 months ago now, and because I wanted to be there for my mother. So while she went through this, she had to put him in a caretaking home. So he had a little more assistance. He's only 71 years old, and we saw little signs that he was starting to get that, but they weren't so bad yet that we thought we should have did something about it. One time, my stepfather probably, his name's David, so I'll call him by his name. So David, he was driving me to the airport one time after I was visiting them, and that's when I noticed he kept asking for directions constantly, and I kept telling him I have a GPS. Why do you keep asking people? And he seemed really frustrated with trying to get me to the airport. And when I got to the airport, I knew something was wrong. That's when I knew something was wrong. That was about 2 to 3 years ago. So it got worse and worse since then. It got so worse that my mother, she had to do what she had to do, and she had to put him in a home. And he would go outside in the middle of the night, get lost, and just eat the whole house in the middle of the night. Just all this random stuff that it's little things that we definitely didn't pick up on at first. So when we first went to the home, it was we both visited for the first time, and he had all his stuff out of the room. David put all his stuff saying oh, I'm ready to go. The doctor said I was okay. He thought nothing was wrong with him, and that's completely normal. And he's I'm going home, and it was just really emotional because he's oh, I'm fine, it's okay. I've been waiting for Fallon to come for a month because I told him a month prior that I was going to visit because we didn't know that all that was going to happen. He was going to be put in a home. So he's oh, I've been waiting for Fallon for a month. She's here now. Now we could go home. We could play golf. We could be a big family and be all happy. We could play cards and do all this stuff and just be ourselves. And it's hard because it's just yeah, it just sound great, but it's just it's not how it's supposed to be. I'm saying, I kept saying, I'm sorry, but this is how it has to be for now, and this is what it is. There's no going home. And then we had to sneak out, and he was banging on the doors being don't leave without me. It was literally just a movie. And my mother, all she could say is just thank you for everyone who's supporting her, and that, it's a tough situation to deal with, but David's been doing everything for her for so long, anything he possibly could. So now it's her turn to do everything she can for him, and she would never stop loving him, and she'll always be there for him, which is so amazing. And also before that, about a year and a half ago, my uncle passed away from cancer, and I just feel for her so much. She's been going through so much, and she's just so strong. I love her. Yeah. And then one of my friends passed away, um, April 8th. So I had to travel and go to the memorial. I had to freaking deal with all that. But yeah, just I'm gonna try to see my mother again, be there for her. I call her much more. I'm so happy because one of my top goals for this year was to be closer to my family. And I feel like that's starting to happen, and I feel so blessed for it to start happening because I would always get like caught up in like always being with my friends and always like living like sometimes when I'd be in a relationship I would like revolve my life around my boyfriends, and it just like I'm so happy now I have like I'm getting closer to my family, and I feel like I trust them so much and I love them so much, and I know that that's true love right there. So I love it. Yeah, so that. And then also, fun fact, me and my girl Faith are buying a house in Vegas. Woo! Yeah. So I'm probably going to be moving there around September, October. And I'm so excited. I have to make sure that now it's going to be harder to like see my family, so I have to make sure like I'm going to do that. But also, I'm going to like this move, when I move, I'm finally going to start being consistent with working out. Like I've always worked out, but I never been consistent with it because I never learned how to be able to balance out working out and traveling. That's just something that was always hard for me. Like sometimes I would do workouts while I'm traveling. Like I know little easy workouts to do around a hotel room if you're traveling. But the thing is, like when you're partying all night and then you wake up, like the last thing you want to do is work out. So I'm gonna make sure that I stay consistent with working out. I'm gonna be making more money over there, which is the real reason why me and my girl we want to move there. And yeah, like I just have to make sure that like I'm finally gonna save money for once. Like I never save my money. I blow all my money on traveling. I'm not gonna lie. Traveling is just one of the most important things in the world for me to do. It just opens up my mind. It gives me so much inspiration for writing music and poetry and all this stuff and helping me with sad times. Like it like helps me so much with traveling. So I always put so much of my money towards it, and I never regret it. Like don't get me wrong. Like I'm not saying like, "Oh, I wish I saved money, blah blah blah." No, like I don't regret it at all. I have like a good amount of money in my bank account still. I'm not saying I wasted all my money from doing that. I just don't have a savings account. There you go. So I'm going to like open up my savings account after I do this whole trip in May. Like for Faith's birthday, I'm going next week, and EDC weekends next week, and I have to see my mom. So I'm doing that, and yeah, like I'm just so excited for what the future holds me, and I'm not questioning. I feel like this is gonna be a start of a new chapter in my life, and I feel like it's meant to happen for me to grow and for me to move forward with my career. So, careers, I should say, because I'm not the type of person that works on one thing. I work on multiple things, and maybe that's why it takes forever for me to get to where I want, but whatever. Like, I'm making good money to be able to make me happy right now. I'm making good enough money to be able to buy a house in my best friend in Vegas, so that's fucking awesome. Yeah, so it was nice talking to you all, and I love you guys so much. Mwah. Have a beautiful day.